I am so delighted that you're here because I have important information to get you on Tropical Storm Ian, soon to become Hurricane Ian and potentially impacting South Florida by next week. You can see it on the satellite looking down from outer space. There it is in the central Caribbean Sea. And we've got some very warm sea surface temperatures, just one of the ingredients that will go into allowing this to really explode in intensity in the next, 2 or 3 days or so. Everywhere you see the red, which is basically everywhere, that's where the temperatures are 80 degrees or higher, and that's basically the threshold for tropical development. But when you start pushing the high 80s, that's when the chance for intensification really occurs. Southeastern Gulf, northwestern Caribbean Sea, everywhere you see this pink or magenta color is where it is superheated, close to 90 degrees. And that's exactly where this system is headed. And the wind shear is going to relax as well. So although it's just a low-end tropical storm right now, I don't expect it to stay that way for too much longer. Intensification is very likely later today, and especially heading into tomorrow and Monday. Begins to make a turn into the southeastern Gulf eventually by early next week. West-southwest on the movement at 15 miles an hour. This is the 8 o'clock advisory. They treated us to an early advisory. Didn't make us wait till the top of the hour. Thanks to the folks at the Hurricane Center for that. The top wind still 45 miles an hour. And the forecast track is going to be interesting for Jamaica and the Cayman Islands right now, based on where we think it's going to go. A tropical storm watch in effect for Jamaica and a hurricane watch is in effect for the Cayman Islands. The next update at 11 o'clock in the morning is when they issue the advisories and warnings. So we'll see if anything changes by 11 o'clock this morning. But right now, that's all there is so far as any watches or warnings. The forecast track typically doesn't change on the 8 a.m. advisory. It's called an intermediate advisory. But the next full-blown advisory comes up at 11 o'clock. That's when the track could change. We have hurricane hunters on the way there now. And of course, that will add a little bit of extra credibility and confidence to this forecast as we get data right from the plane as they drop those drop zones on down into the center of the system. And we can see it's expected to become a hurricane and maybe a Category 2 hurricane as it heads toward western Cuba on Tuesday morning early, possibly as a Category 3 hurricane off the western Florida coast on early Wednesday, and then interior portions of north or central Florida on Thursday. So it's a little too close for comfort for us. We're going to be on the relatively stronger right-hand side of this, but how close it comes will have a direct impact on what kind of impact we see. It could go far enough off to the west, according to the spaghetti plots, that we miss the bulk of this, but a little shift to the right, and that puts us right smack in the middle of the danger zone here. So something that's going to be a real close call. The computer models over the next 72 hours, and this is a little bit frustrating because it's going to run out of data right over the western tip of Cuba. It's going to stop right there. We're all anxiously waiting. I know you are, and I am too. Yeah, is it going to wind up heading off to South Florida? Going to continue heading into the eastern Gulf of Mexico? That all depends on the steering currents. And one of the factors at play is this big trough of low pressure extending down from eastern Canada. That's going to push the jet stream well to the south. So 2 scenarios possible. It picks up that hurricane and steers it right toward us, or the trough goes on by, does not pick up the hurricane, and the hurricane continues to move farther and farther away. This is what we're going to be wrestling with as far as the track of the system over the next 48 hours or so. Based on the current track right now, the American model says we're going to get about 4 inches of rain in West Palm Beach. The European model says, based on this track, which is probably going to change, but based on the way things are right now, about 4 inches of rain for South Florida. Still a lot of uncertainty. Prepare now for the worst case scenario. Regardless of the track, we will be impacted with flooding, rain, possible tornadoes, and severe wind damage is possible depending on how close that track comes to us. The worst of it for us will be Tuesday and Wednesday. Continue those preparations this weekend.